Mo, are you worried about the Reds' bullpen this year?
First of all, do you like the way I'm sitting?
You look kind of tough.
Backwards in a chair like I'm getting ready to have a little serious talk with you. I think this is a serious matter, so I flipped the chair around and I'm now leaning against the back to talk with you like perhaps a parent would prepare to have the sex talk with you. Anyway, I'm a little worried. Aroldis Chapman is a setup guy. Setup guys pitch a lot of games. Nick Massett, for example, was a setup guy. Last year he pitched in 82 games, and they are often asked to pitch back-to-back days. They are often asked to pitch, as Aroldis has been asked to do over the course of the last couple of days, often asked to pitch 4 times in 5 days. And so here you have a situation where his first opportunity to pitch 4 times in 5 days has seen his velocity drop. That's troubling. Now, it's not to say that he has a major arm issue. It's not to say that he's hurt. It's not to say they should put him on the DL. But it's at least something worth thinking about when you've got a guy who we all agreed was not going to start the season as the closer, and who we all agreed should start the season in the major leagues, and that was going to mean he started the season in the bullpen, and we want him used in high-pressure situations. That means he's going to pitch a lot in a set-up role. Look at the guys who consistently lead the league in appearances. They're either specialists, and Aroldis Chapman is not a specialist, or they're setup guys, and they're going to pitch on an almost every other day basis, and sometimes more frequently. There are going to be stretches like the one to start the season where Chapman pitched twice in 7 days, and there are going to be stretches like the one we've just gone through where he has to pitch 3 times in 4 days or even 4 times in 5 days, and it's troubling to see his velocity plummet. Now maybe this means they should think about making him a starter. Maybe the constant getting up and warming up and being ready and always wondering if he's going to be in the game has taken a toll on him, and so perhaps he should start. But if that's going to be the case, it's not going to be here this season, at least in the first half of the year, and so then you're going to have to send him to the minor leagues, and you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do in your bullpen, and add that on top of Nick Massett's struggles. Now, Nick Massett's a proven major leaguer. He's had 2.5 good seasons with the Reds. Last year, the last 4 months, he was lights out. I will give him the benefit of the doubt still. Look, I'm allowed to have patience with Jay Bruce. I have to have patience with Drew Stubbs. We're going to give a guy some rope at the beginning of the season no matter where they are. And while I understand a setup guy is different than an outfielder or an infielder or anybody else, we're giving guys the benefit of the doubt for having bad starts. That has to extend to setup guys, even though when they screw up or when they have a bad game, it usually means a loss. Nick Massett figured it out last year after struggling in April. I will allow him to work himself out. That doesn't mean on a daily basis that I won't think about using him in a non-pressure situation or not using him at all. But big picture, if this team is going to be as good as we hope it is, Nick Massett's going to have a big part of it, and I'm willing to bet that he will. Doesn't mean I'm not concerned, though. I'm concerned about Aroldis Chapman. I'm not hitting a panic button, but I'm worried about the fact that velocity has dropped as far as it has when this team's going to ask him to pitch a lot this season. Tell me what you think. Email me, mo@espn1530.com. Tell me if I should sit this way in a chair more often, and send me a tweet at moegger1530.